Got a call last night, sometime at, the early evening, maybe in the sevens, and he called and he said, we're all set for the Save America Act. He was pushing the Save America Act like crazy. He got back, said he just landed from Ukraine. I said, that's a long trip to make. He said, he sounded a little tired, but perfect, but a little bit tired. Had a right to be. And he was a worker. He was really a worker, but he sounded great, actually. But he actually said he was tired. But he wanted to pass the Save America Act. And I said, well, we're going to get it done, Lindsey. We're going to get it done. I'll see you soon. We thought maybe we might even meet today. And then that was it. And that was, very around the time. It couldn't have been much longer. It could have been his last call. I don't know exactly. But I got a message about 1 o'clock in the morning from one of the people at his office that he had passed away. I said, I just can't believe it. He was like a member of the family to me. It's very tough, actually. It's amazing.
Mr. President,
He was such an advocate. He was, if he wanted to get something, and he had a unique ability. He was able to deal with Democrats and Republicans. If I had a problem, a real problem, I wouldn't often ask. But if I had a problem with a Democrat, he could work it out. He was a great politician, actually.
Nice words from the President of the United States, remembering Lindsey Graham, and just pointing out that in his final conversation, that Graham was pushing what you've been pushing, what I've been pushing, the Save America Act. A gavel in today in honor of Lindsey Graham for the Save America Act, one of his final pushes in life, as he told the president that he was working on getting it passed. In fact, Senator Mike Lee, who has been one of the great champions, in the singular great champion in the United States Senate to get the Save America Act passed, said this weekend that now we should pass it immediately to honor Senator Lindsey Graham's life and his final push for the legislation. Here's Mike Lee on what we should do to honor Lindsey Graham here as a country and to restore faith in our elections. Watch.
Lindsey Graham spent a lot of time with. Like me, he had a lot of enthusiasm for this bill, which I introduced in the Senate about 2.5 years ago. I believe, Maria, that there are multiple paths ahead by which we could pass this. Maybe that involves attaching it to another must-pass vehicle. Maybe it involves bringing it up on the floor and debating it until it passes, something that I've long advocated. Maybe it involves picking out pieces of it that could be implemented through creative uses of budget reconciliation. I'm not terribly partial to any of these three. I personally prefer the second. I think that would give us our best chance. But I will take any opportunity to debate this, any opportunity to cause it to become law, because the American people deserve it. The American people want it. Voters overwhelmingly support it to the tune of about 80%. That's Democrats and Republicans alike. One of the best ways we could honor Lindsey Graham's legacy would be to take this up and pass it this month.
Take it up and pass it immediately to honor Lindsey Graham. You heard the president say a moment ago that Lindsey Graham was one of these Republicans, no doubt an establishment guy in terms of his ability to navigate the corridors of Washington, D.C. He has these good relationships with Democrats. If Democrats want to show any sort of sympathy or concern for the passing of Lindsey Graham, they should support the legislation that he just asked for in his final breaths on this earth, the Save America Act. Restore integrity to our elections. Come on, Democrats. This is your opportunity. Demonstrate some humanity. Now, I doubt that they will. But Mike Lee is right. Honor Lindsey Graham by passing the Save America Act.